Your thoughts are the foundation of your life. Every action you take, every decision you make, every outcome you experience, it all begins in the mind. Your thoughts shape your reality. They dictate how you see the world, how you respond to challenges, and ultimately, what you become. Most people underestimate the power of their own thinking. They assume their thoughts are automatic, random, or out of their control. They believe their circumstances define their future, that success or failure is based on luck, talent, or background. But that is not true. The truth is, your thoughts create your reality. And if you learn how to harness them, you can transform your life in ways you never imagined. The difference between those who achieve extraordinary success and those who stay stuck is not intelligence. It is not opportunity. It is not luck. It is the way they think. Successful people have trained their minds to work for them instead of against them. They have developed the ability to control their focus, to reframe challenges, to visualize success, and to condition their minds for unstoppable confidence. The way you think determines what you do. What you do determines the habits you build, and your habits shape your results. If your thinking is weak, inconsistent, or full of doubt, your actions will be weak, inconsistent, and full of hesitation. But if your thoughts are strong, disciplined, and focused, your actions will reflect that. And when your actions are powerful, success is inevitable. Most people live their entire lives without realizing this truth. They let their minds run on autopilot. They allow negative thoughts to dominate their thinking. They replay past failures, focus on problems, and dwell on limitations. And because their thoughts are negative, their life reflects that negativity. They experience struggle, frustration, and stagnation, never understanding that the key to changing everything is inside their own mind. But the moment you take control of your thinking, everything shifts. When you learn how to direct your mind with intention, you stop reacting to life and start creating it. You stop hoping things will get better and start making them better. You stop allowing fear, doubt, and worry to control you. And instead, you use your mind as a tool to shape your future. The power of your thoughts is limitless, but only if you learn how to use it. Most people think they are in control of their thoughts, but the truth is, their thoughts are controlling them. They are trapped in old patterns, old beliefs, and old fears. But those who master their thinking, they master their emotions, their actions, and their results. And that is what separates those who succeed from those who stay stuck. So how do you harness the power of your thoughts? How do you shift your thinking from limiting to empowering? How do you train your mind to work for you instead of against you? There are principles, proven, time-tested strategies that will allow you to take control of your thoughts and use them to create success, confidence, and unstoppable momentum. These principles are not complicated. They are not reserved for a special few. They are simple, powerful, and available to anyone who is willing to commit. Once you apply them, you will never again wonder why some people achieve greatness while others struggle. You will understand that the difference is not in ability, it is in thinking. And once you change your thinking, your entire life will follow. The first key to harnessing the power of your thoughts is awareness. Before you can take control of your thinking, you must first understand what you are thinking. Most people go through life completely unaware of the thoughts running through their mind. They do not realize that every day they are reinforcing patterns that either push them forward or hold them back. Of the thoughts running through their mind. They do not realize that every day they are reinforcing patterns patterns that either push them forward or hold them back. Your mind is always working. Every second, it is processing ideas, making decisions, creating beliefs. But the question is it working for you or against you? Most people are trapped in negative loops. They replay past failures. They focus on what they do not have. They dwell on fears, worries, and worst-case scenarios. And because their mind is focused on these things, their life reflects it. If you constantly think about problems, you will attract more problems. If you focus on limitations, you will create more limitations. If you allow fear and doubt to control your thinking, you will hesitate, procrastinate, and stay stuck. But if you become aware of these patterns, if you start noticing your thoughts, you gain the power to change them. The first step is observing your mind without judgment. Pay attention to the thoughts that arise throughout the day. What do you tell yourself when you face a challenge? What is your inner dialogue when something goes wrong? How do you talk to yourself when no one is around? Most people speak to themselves in ways they would never speak to another person. They say things like, "I'm not good enough. I always mess things up. This will never work." And because they repeat these thoughts daily, they start to believe them. But here is the truth. Your thoughts are not facts. Just because you think something does not mean it is true. Your mind has been conditioned over years by your experiences, by the people around you, by what you were taught growing up. But conditioning can be changed. And once you become aware of the thoughts holding you back, you can begin to reprogram them. The second step is questioning your thoughts. Every time you catch yourself thinking something negative, stop and ask, is this really true? Or is this just a belief I've accepted without questioning it? Most negative thoughts are just assumptions, not facts. You assume you cannot do something because you failed once. You assume something is impossible because you have never done it before. But assumptions are not reality. They are just patterns, and patterns can be rewritten. Think about the stories you tell yourself every day. If you say, "I'm bad with money," you will continue making poor financial choices. If you say, "I'm not disciplined," you will keep procrastinating. If you say, "I'm not lucky," you will never take action on opportunities. If you say, "I'm not lucky," you will never take action on opportunities. But what if you change the story? What if you decided to replace those limiting beliefs with something empowering? Instead of, "I'm bad with money," what if you said, "I am learning to manage money wisely"? Instead of, "I'm not disciplined," what if you said, "I am becoming more consistent every day"? Words matter. The way you speak to yourself matters. And if you want to change your life, you must start by changing the conversation in your own mind. The third step is redirecting your focus. Whatever you focus on expands. If you focus on problems, your mind will find more problems. If you focus on solutions, your mind will find more solutions. If you focus on why something will not work, you will not even try. But if you focus on possibilities, you will start seeing new opportunities everywhere. Your brain is like a filter. Out of all the information in the world, it picks up what you tell it to focus on. This is why two people can be in the same situation and see completely different realities. One person sees obstacles, the other sees opportunities. The difference is not in the situation, it is in what they focus on. One person sees obstacles, the other sees opportunities. The difference is not in the situation, It is in what they focus on. If you want to harness the power of your thoughts, you must train your focus. Every time you catch yourself thinking about what could go wrong, redirect your mind to what could go right. Every time you start dwelling on something negative, shift your attention to something positive. This is not about ignoring reality. It is about choosing where to place your mental energy. The fourth step is visualizing the life you want, not the life you fear. Most people use visualization the wrong way. Instead of imagining success, they imagine failure. Instead of seeing themselves winning, they see themselves losing. And because their mind is focused on failure, they hesitate, they doubt themselves, and they hold back. But successful people, they train their mind to see victory before it happens. They visualize success so clearly that their brain starts treating it as real. And when something feels real in the mind, it becomes easier to create in reality. Your mind cannot tell the difference between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. If you mentally rehearse success, if you see yourself taking action with confidence, if you feel the emotions of winning, your brain will start wiring itself to make those images a reality. But this only works if you do it consistently. You cannot visualize success once and expect change. You must repeat it daily until your brain starts believing it as truth. And finally, the fifth step, commit to mastering your thinking every single day. Most people work on their body, but they never train their mind. They try to change their circumstances without changing their thinking. But true transformation happens from the inside out. Your thoughts are either creating success or reinforcing limitations. And every day you have a choice. Will you allow old, limiting thoughts to control you? Or will you take charge and direct your mind towards success? Because the moment you take control of your thoughts, you take control of everything else. Once you become aware of your thoughts, the next step is rewiring your subconscious mind. Your subconscious controls more of your life than you realize. It is responsible for your habits, your instincts, and the way you react to situations. It is where your deepest beliefs are stored. And if your subconscious is programmed with limitations, doubts, and negativity, it will sabotage you no matter how hard you try to move forward. Most people do not realize they are carrying subconscious beliefs that hold them back. They have internalized ideas from their childhood, from past experiences, from the people around them. They have absorbed limiting beliefs without questioning them. And because those beliefs exist in their subconscious, they automatically shape their actions, decisions, and outcomes without them even realizing it. They have absorbed limiting beliefs without questioning them. And because those beliefs exist in their subconscious, they automatically shape their actions, decisions, and outcomes without them even realizing it. Think about it. If you believe deep down that you are not worthy of success, will you take the bold actions required to achieve it? If you believe money is hard to make, will you confidently pursue opportunities? If you believe you're not capable of discipline, will you follow through on your goals? Your subconscious mind is like a program running in the background. And if that program is full of limiting beliefs, it does not matter how much you try to change on the surface. You will always be pulled back to your old patterns. But here's the good news. Your subconscious mind can be reprogrammed. Just like a computer, you can delete old beliefs and install new, empowering ones. And when you do, your mind will start working for you instead of against you. The first step to reprogramming your subconscious is repetition. Your mind believes what it hears most often. If you have spent years hearing, "I'm not good enough," "I'll never be successful," or "I don't have what it takes," those beliefs are deeply ingrained. But the moment you start feeding your mind new ideas, consistently, things begin to change. Affirmations are powerful, not because they are magic, but because they overwrite old programming. When you repeatedly tell yourself, "I am confident, I am capable, I create success every day," your mind starts to accept it. At first, it may feel unnatural. It may feel like you are lying to yourself. But over time, the subconscious absorbs these new beliefs as truth. And once your subconscious accepts a belief, it starts shaping your reality to match it. The second step is visualization. Your subconscious mind responds to images more than words. If you want to shift your beliefs, you must create a mental picture of the person you want to become. See yourself confident. See yourself achieving your goals. See yourself handling challenges with ease. The clearer and more vivid the image, the more your mind will start working to turn it into reality. Athletes do this all the time. Before they compete, they mentally rehearse victory. They see themselves crossing the finish line, making the perfect shot, performing at their best. And because they have trained their mind to expect success, their body follows. Your brain does not know the difference between something imagined and something real. If you visualize success daily, your mind will start treating it as reality. And once your mind believes it, your actions will naturally align with it. The third step is self-hypnosis. Every day, you are being programmed by what you listen to, by what you watch, by the conversations you have. Your subconscious is always absorbing information, but most people are being programmed by default without realizing it. If you constantly listen to negativity, if you surround yourself with doubt and fear, your subconscious will reflect that. But if you intentionally fill your mind with empowering messages, your subconscious will rewire itself for success. One of the easiest ways to do this is through audio repetition. Listen to affirmations while you sleep. Play motivational messages in the background while you work. Flood your subconscious with thoughts of confidence, success, and abundance until they become automatic. The fourth step is environmental conditioning. Your subconscious is not just influenced by what you tell yourself. It is influenced by what you see and experience every day. If your environment reinforces old, limiting beliefs, change will be difficult. But if you surround yourself with reminders of success, growth, and achievement, your subconscious will start adapting to that new reality. Look around you. Is your environment helping you reprogram your mind? Do you have reminders of your goals? Do you have books, quotes, and visuals that reinforce success? Or is your space full of distractions, clutter, and things that keep you in the past? Successful people design their environment to match the future they want, not the past they are leaving behind. And finally, the fifth step, emotional reinforcement. Your subconscious learns fastest when emotions are involved. The reason many people have deep fears and insecurities is because their past experiences were emotionally charged. A failure, a rejection, a painful moment, it became wired into their subconscious because it was felt deeply. But you can use this same principle to rewire your mind in a positive way. When you visualize success, do not just see it, feel it. Feel the excitement, feel the confidence, feel the energy of achieving your goals. The stronger the emotion, the faster your subconscious will absorb the message. If you want to harness the power of your thoughts, you must train your subconscious mind to work for you. Repetition, visualization, conditioning, environment, emotion. When these elements come together, your mind starts reshaping itself. And once your subconscious is aligned with your goals, success becomes automatic. So ask yourself, what beliefs are shaping my life right now? Are they pushing me forward or holding me back? Because the moment you reprogram your subconscious, you change the direction of your entire future. Once you have reprogrammed your subconscious mind, the next step to harnessing the power of your thoughts is mastering your self-talk. Your internal dialogue, the way you speak to yourself, determines your confidence, your resilience, and ultimately, your results. Every word you say to yourself is shaping your beliefs, and those beliefs control your actions. Most people do not realize how much they talk themselves out of success. They fill their mind with doubt, hesitation, and negativity without even thinking about it. They say things like, I can't do this. This is too hard. I'm not good enough. And because they repeat these phrases, they start believing them. And once a belief is set, it directs every decision they make. But successful people, they speak to themselves with power. They use words that build confidence instead of destroying it. They do not allow negative self-talk to control their mind. They train their inner voice to push them forward instead of holding them back. The first step to mastering your self-talk is awareness. Most people speak negatively to themselves without even realizing it. Pay attention to the words you use in your own mind. What do you say to yourself when things get tough? Do you encourage yourself or do you criticize yourself? Your words create your reality. If you constantly tell yourself that you are not capable, you will act like someone who is not capable. If you tell yourself that success is impossible, you will not take the actions needed to succeed. But if you tell yourself, I can handle this, I always figure things out, I am becoming stronger every day, your mind will adjust to make those statements true. The second step is eliminating negative phrases. There are certain words and phrases that weaken your mindset every time you use them. Words like I can't, I'm not good at, I always fail, this never works for me, I don't deserve success. Every time you say these words, you reinforce a limiting belief. But when you remove them from your vocabulary, you stop reinforcing the patterns that hold you back. Replace I can't with how can I? Replace I always fail with I am learning and improving. Replace this never works for me with I am figuring this out. Small changes in language create massive changes in results. The third step is speaking to yourself like you would speak to someone you respect and admire. If a friend came to you feeling discouraged, would you tell them, you're not good enough, you'll never succeed? Of course not. You would encourage them. You would remind them of their strengths. You would tell them to keep going. So why do you speak to yourself in ways you would never speak to someone else? Your mind is listening to everything you say. And if you constantly criticize yourself, your confidence will suffer. But if you start treating yourself with the same level of encouragement and support that you give others, your mindset will transform. The fourth step is repeating empowering statements until they become your new default. Your brain is constantly rewiring itself based on repetition. The more you repeat something, the stronger it becomes. If you have spent years repeating negative thoughts, you must now spend time repeating powerful, positive ones. Instead of I'm not ready, say I am prepared to handle whatever comes my way. Instead of I'm bad at this, say I am improving every day. Instead of I always fail, say I learn from every experience and come back stronger. At first it might feel unnatural, but the more you do it, the more automatic it becomes. And once your self-talk becomes naturally empowering, confidence follows effortlessly. The fifth step is using self-talk to overcome fear and hesitation. Fear stops most people from taking action. They think, what if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? What if things go wrong? And because they focus on fear, they hesitate. They procrastinate. They hold themselves back. But successful people override fear with powerful self-talk. When doubt creeps in, they counter it with certainty. When hesitation arises, they replace it with action. When fear tells them to stop, they tell themselves to move forward anyway. Instead of, what if I fail? They ask, what if I succeed? Instead of, what if I'm not ready? They say, I will figure it out along the way. Instead of, what if I make a mistake? They say, every mistake makes me better. Your mind will believe whatever you tell it most often. If you fill it with fear and doubt, your actions will reflect that. But if you fill it with confidence and certainty, you will take bold action. And bold action creates success. The final step is turning self-talk into a daily habit. This is not something you do once and forget about. It is something you practice every day in every situation. When you wake up, set the tone for the day by speaking words of confidence. Before you face a challenge, remind yourself of your strengths. When things get difficult, use your words to push yourself forward instead of holding yourself back. The way you talk to yourself will determine your future. If you build the habit of empowering self-talk, nothing will be able to stop you. So ask yourself, are my words helping me or hurting me? Am I building confidence or destroying it? Because the moment you take control of your self-talk, you take control of your success. Once you master your self-talk, the next step to harnessing the power of your thoughts is controlling your emotional state. Your emotions influence your thinking, and your thinking shapes your reality. If you allow emotions like fear, frustration, or self-doubt to take control, your thoughts will follow. And once your thoughts become negative, your actions and results will reflect that. Most people believe emotions are automatic, that they have no control over how they feel. They think that if something bad happens, they have no choice but to feel discouraged. If they face rejection, they assume they have to feel defeated. If things are not going their way, they accept stress as inevitable. But successful people, they take control of their emotions instead of letting their emotions control them. They understand that feelings follow focus. Whatever you focus on will determine how you feel. If you focus on what is going wrong, you will feel defeated. If you focus on what you can control, you will feel empowered. The first step to controlling your emotions is managing your focus. Your mind can only focus on one thing at a time. And whatever you focus on, you will feel. If you focus on problems, you will feel overwhelmed. If you focus on possibilities, you will feel motivated. If you focus on fear, you will hesitate. If you focus on solutions, you will take action. The key is to train your mind to focus on what moves you forward instead of what holds you back. Whenever you feel a negative emotion, stop and ask yourself, what am I focusing on right now? Is this helping me or hurting me. If you feel frustrated, shift your focus to what you can control. If you feel discouraged, focus on the progress you have made instead of what is missing. If you feel afraid, focus on your strengths and past successes instead of what could go wrong. The second step is changing your physiology. Your body and mind are connected. If you slouch, breathe shallowly, and move slowly, your mind will interpret those signals as low energy. If you stand tall, take deep breaths, and move with purpose, your mind will interpret that as confidence. Most people allow their emotions to dictate their body language, but successful people use their body to shift their emotions. They do not wait to feel confident before acting confidently. They move, breathe, and speak with confidence, and their mind follows. If you ever feel stuck in a negative emotional state, change how you move. Get up, stretch, take deep breaths, go for a walk. If you feel nervous, adjust your posture. Stand tall, take up space. If you feel unmotivated, move with energy. Play music that excites you. Do something that shifts your state. The third step is rewriting the meaning you give to experiences. Your emotions are not just created by what happens. They're created by the meaning you attach to what happens. Two people can experience the exact same situation and feel completely different emotions. The difference is not in the event itself, it is in the interpretation. If you lose a job, you can see it as a failure or an opportunity to start something better. If someone criticizes you, you can take it as an attack or as feedback for growth. If you face a challenge, you can interpret it as an obstacle or as a test that will make you stronger. Every experience is neutral until you give it meaning, and the meaning you choose determines how you feel. If you want to take control of your emotions, you must take control of the stories you tell yourself. The fourth step is practicing gratitude daily. Nothing shifts your emotional state faster than gratitude. When you focus on what you lack, you feel stressed. When you focus on what you have, you feel empowered. Gratitude is a mindset that instantly changes how you see the world. Most people take their blessings for granted. They focus on problems instead of appreciating progress. They dwell on what is missing instead of celebrating what they already have. But successful people make gratitude a daily habit. They train their mind to look for what is good, even in difficult situations. Every morning, take a moment to list a few things you are grateful for. They do not have to be big. Just simple things that remind you of the abundance in your life. The more you focus on gratitude, the more your emotional state will shift toward positivity, and the more success you will attract. The final step is practicing emotional resilience. No matter how much you train your mind, life will test you. Challenges will come. Setbacks will happen. But the people who succeed are the ones who do not let temporary emotions derail them from their vision. Most people allow their emotions to control their actions. If they feel tired, they do not follow through. If they feel discouraged, they quit. If they feel afraid, they hesitate. But successful people act based on commitment, not emotions. They have bad days, but they do not let bad days turn into bad weeks. They experience self-doubt, but they do not let doubt stop them. They feel fear, but they take action anyway. They do not allow emotions to make their decisions. They let their vision guide them. And that is the ultimate key. Training yourself to act regardless of how you feel in the moment. Because feelings are temporary. They come and go. But your habits, your discipline, your commitment, those are what create lasting success. So ask yourself, Am I controlling my emotions, or are my emotions controlling me? Because once you master your emotions, nothing can stop you. Once you master your emotions, the final step to harnessing the power of your thoughts is taking massive, consistent action aligned with your vision. Your thoughts shape your reality, but only if they lead to action. You cannot think your way to success without moving toward it. You cannot visualize success without executing the steps to make it happen. You cannot change your life just by shifting your mindset. You must back it up with relentless action. Most people get stuck in the thinking phase. They read, they study, they plan, but they never take real committed action. They wait for the perfect time. They wait to feel ready. They wait for circumstances to be ideal. But waiting is a trap. It keeps people stuck in the same place for years. Successful people do not wait. They take action before they feel ready. They move forward despite uncertainty. They execute, adjust, and refine as they go. They understand that clarity comes from action, not from overthinking. The first step to taking action is eliminating hesitation. The longer you wait, the more doubt creeps in. The more you think about doing something, the harder it becomes to actually do it. If you want to take control of your life, you must develop the habit of acting fast. If you decide to make a change, take one immediate step toward it. If you set a goal, start working on it today. If you know what you need to do, stop analyzing and start executing. The faster you move, the more momentum you build. The second step is breaking big goals into small, daily actions. Most people get overwhelmed by big goals. They focus on how far they have to go instead of focusing on what they can do right now. And because they feel overwhelmed, they do nothing. But successful people, they do not get stuck thinking about the whole journey. They focus on the next step. They break their goals into small, manageable tasks and attack them every single day. If your goal is to build a business, what can you do today to move forward? If your goal is to get in shape, what workout can you do right now? If your goal is to develop a new skill, what can you practice this moment? Success is not one giant leap. It is a series of small, consistent steps taken daily. The third step is building discipline so that action becomes automatic. Most people rely on motivation to take action. They wait until they feel like doing something. But motivation is unreliable. Some days you will feel excited. Other days you will feel tired, unmotivated, or distracted. If you only take action when you feel good, you will never achieve lasting success. Discipline is the key. Discipline means taking action no matter how you feel. It means showing up even when it is hard. It means doing the work even when no one is watching. Discipline is what separates the winners from the dreamers. The easiest way to build discipline is to create non-negotiable habits. Set a time to work on your goals and stick to it, whether you feel like it or not. Train yourself to follow through, even on the hardest days. Make action a habit so strong that skipping it is not an option. The fourth step is embracing failure as part of the process. Most people let failure stop them. They take one step forward, hit a roadblock, and quit. They take rejection as a sign to give up. They let small setbacks break their momentum. But successful people, they do not fear failure. They use it. They analyze what went wrong, adjust, and keep moving forward. They understand that every failure is a lesson, every mistake is feedback, and every setback is an opportunity to grow stronger. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a stepping stone to success. The faster you fail, the faster you learn. And the faster you learn, the faster you succeed. The final step is staying relentless until success is inevitable. Most people quit too soon. They start strong but lose focus. They take action for a while but stop when results are slow. They give up when things get difficult. But the people who succeed are the ones who refuse to quit. They keep going, no matter how long it takes. They push forward. Even when progress is slow, they stay committed. Even when motivation fades. And because they never stop, they eventually win. So ask yourself, am I just thinking about success, or am I taking massive action toward it? Because your thoughts will shape your reality, but only if you back them up with action. Your thoughts are the most powerful force in your life. They control your beliefs, your emotions, your actions, and ultimately, your destiny. If you want to change your life, you must first change the way you think. Most people go through life on autopilot, letting their thoughts run unchecked. They allow fear, doubt, and negativity to dictate their future. They let old beliefs control their decisions. They hesitate. They overthink. And they let opportunities pass them by. But those who master their thinking, they master their life. They hesitate, they overthink, and they let opportunities pass them by. But those who master their thinking, they master their life. They become aware of their thoughts and take control of them. They reprogram their subconscious mind for success. They speak to themselves with power and confidence. They control their emotions instead of letting their emotions control them. And most importantly, they take massive, relentless action toward their vision. Success is not about luck. It is not about background. It is not about waiting for the right time. Success is built one thought, one belief, one action at a time. So ask yourself, am I thinking in a way that leads to success? Am I controlling my mind, or is my mind controlling me? Am I backing up my thoughts with real, consistent action? Because the moment you decide to take control of your thoughts, you take control of everything else.